you can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
0.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This week's Loud and Local Band of the Week is Mocklock. Local Band of the Week, Mocklock. You want to find out more info, just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
The name might sound familiar. We've got to give a shout out to our friend Liz from Nacho Mama's Tamales. Remember, she came in with tamales to help let us know about this band. And look at it. Now they're the Loud and Local Band of the Week, and we had a full belly of tamales.
Oh, and by the way, my buddy Ethan says these guys rock. He knows one of the dudes in the band loves them.
I really do love their new record. It's called The Age of Anxiety, and it's awesome. And you can check them out on May 12th. They're going to be at Daryl's Tavern in Shoreline.
And don't forget, Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. It's 2 solid hours of all local music. Great bands from the Pacific Northwest. Sunday nights at 10 o'clock, Loud and Local. You hear bands like Mocklock. Friday, everyone.
Ain't got a nasty girl. Ain't got a nasty home. Ain't got a nasty girl. Ain't got a nasty home.
So we are petitioning this to be the new walk-up music for Slugger Edgar Encarnacion.
Edwin.
Yeah, him too, Edwin.
Edwin, Edgar, sure, why not?
Yeah. Edwin. Sorry about that, Edwin.
I'm sure.
Ain't got a nasty girl.
Yeah, just remember the last part.
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I hit a big dinger yesterday, and
maybe he'll do one today when we're there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he gets a dinger in the pink.
Well, he did get a dinger in the pink, so you want him to get another dinger in the pink.
Yeah, well, Rev just said, I hope he gets one today, and I said, yes, hopefully he gets a dinger in the pink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
got to keep that streak alive.
Don't think we want to say that. I don't think that sounds good.
Well,
I think
it sounds perfect. I'm looking forward to being in the pink tonight.
Oh, me too. Hey, wow, Aerosmith.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Scott in Oak Harbor. Scott, are you there, sir?
I am. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Scotty. What's he playing for today, Steve? Tickets to Interstate Batteries NASCAR season opener, which is at the Evergreen Speedway tomorrow. Ooh. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, they're available now at etix.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Yeah!
For those playing at home, Scott will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Scott, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
In Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, what does the letter A stand for?
Adulterer.
Yes. What is the square root of 100?
10.
Yes. What holiday is celebrated on December 26th in Canada?
Boxing Day.
Yes. What key is to the right of the T on a standard keyboard?
Y.
Yes. Which was the first North American country to host 2 soccer World Cups?
Canada.
No.
U.S.
No.
Pass.
What was the 1992 Olympic basketball team's nickname?
Dream Team.
Yes. The NFL's Raiders got their start in what city?
Oakland.
Yes. Which popular condiment was sold as a medicine in the 1830s?
Ketchup.
Yes. What color are cranberries before they turn red?
Black.
No.
Blue.
No.
Green.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
Ketchup was a medicine?
Everything was a medicine. Cocaine was a medicine. Heroin was a medicine. Ketchup.
Well, cocaine
Mustard.
and heroin, I can understand cocaine and heroin because in some doses that can fix some certain things. What did ketchup do besides just be tasty?
I don't know. I didn't really do that much research on
Fixes
it.
your hunger.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It does. It cures what ails you.
Because there's no drugs, as I know of, that are in ketchup, whereas in the other
it's
stuff.
normally just like tomatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's the one snake oil that people really, I mean, think about that. That's a snake oil I would have been like, well, whether it works or
sure,
not,
why not?
I like it anyway.
I feel better.
Yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
In Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, what does the letter A stand for?
Adultery.
Yes. What is the square root of 100? 5. No. 2. No. 9. No. What holiday?
3?
No. What holiday is celebrated on December 26th in Canada?
That would be Boxing Day.
Yes.
Nice.
What key is to the right of the T on a standard keyboard?
QWERTY. Y.
Yes.
Good job.
Which was the first North American country to host 2 soccer World Cups?
What?
Which was the first North American country to host 2 soccer World Cups?
Canada.
No.
America.
No.
What was the question again?
Which was the first North American country to host 2?
Mexico.
Yes.
Good job, buddy.
What was the 1992 U.S. Olympic basketball team's nickname?
The Dream Team.
Yes. The NFL's
Yes.
Raiders got their start in which city?
Oakland.
Yes. Which popular condiment was sold as a medicine in the 1830s?
Ketchup.
Yes. What color are cranberries before they turn red?
Purple.
No.
Blue.
No.
Black.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a tie.
Nice job, Scotty.
Thank you.
Yeah, you hang on the line, buddy, because a tie is as good as a win. So
Yeah.
you're going to get yourself tickets to the Interstate Battery NASCAR season opener at Evergreen. Not bad.
The question that actually stumped Scott and really kind of confused you was the first North American country to host 2 soccer World Cups.
I couldn't wrap my brain around what you were saying.
Okay, yeah.
You said it fine. I just couldn't wrap my brain around it.
And Scott guessed Canada, U.S., and then passed.
Yeah, we forget that Mexico's in North America. Yeah. It just doesn't feel like it should be because it feels...
There's only 3 guesses for that one.
I thought it was an easy one. It's south and it's nice weather, and I think of North America as being like, temperate to cold. And it's like, oh yeah, Mexico is it's actually in our continent. Nice.
Does anybody know the color that cranberries are before they turn red?
I do.
Pink.
What? No, not pink.
White.
White.
Vicky does.
Yeah. So maybe they'll eventually turn pink because white to pink to red, but I don't know. I don't know that.
You know what? You're doing a lot of research on nothing.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
not going to really worry about that.
Yeah, Texter says that ketchup is still used in emergency rooms to treat burns.
Really? Wow. What?
Yeah.
No, sure. I'll believe the texter on that one.
How would burn? Because there's vinegar in ketchup.
I don't know. That's what the texter said, so it must be true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
okay,
maybe not try that at home. Just do it in the hospital.
If you ever have like a bucket of French fries and you don't have any ketchup, just go to the emergency room.
I'm sorry, but why wouldn't the emergency room just use, I don't know, some other kind of medicine for burns that they should have by a company, as opposed to just getting a packet of McDonald's ketchup and pouring it all over my ass?
And apparently, I did a little research on ketchup.
That's a visual.
Yeah, I didn't need that at all.
Sorry about that.
Before they added tomatoes, ketchup was made out of fish or mushrooms. And then when they added tomato, they sold it as a medicine for diarrhea, indigestion, jaundice, and some other thing I can't pronounce.
Wow.
Damn.
Interesting.
So ketchup wasn't even made with tomatoes?
It wasn't, and then he added it, and because of those vitamins and antioxidants, Dr. John Cook Bennett.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
In 1834.
Okay, so there was a ketchup that was actually tomato-free for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And then he
what it
added
used to be
tomatoes
known.
and turned it into medicine.
Would you like to take this fish paste and put it on your French fries? No, thank you.
Good.
Man.
That's great. Congratulations, Steve. You tied.
Steve
doesn't mean anything.
Speechless over there. Is it the great ketchup debate that's killing you? What's going on?
I'm just listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Really just break down this whole ketchup thing.
Thanks for listening.
I'm getting ranch for my fries tonight. I tell you that
I
much.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be so much good food. I am going to go on like pretty much a hunger strike until tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I might have like a little power bar or something like that, but I mean, I know I'm going to go crazy at the ballpark, and I'm still trying to stay on somewhat of my dietetic plan. So I'm really trying to, or dietary.
So
plan.
what's the big plan for you tonight? Have you
I'm
scoped
going to follow
out?
you around.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're going to get good stuff. I like a slice of pizza. I just feel, but only by the bullpen, wherever there's a Ballard pizza joint. I forget.
Well, that's where the Little Woody's is by the Pen, and that's where I'm beelining for Little Woody's.
Yeah, the Pen's got good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go there and do the Little Woodies and probably I get a slice of pizza, and then I'm going to probably be in a food coma.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, are you thinking about getting that dessert place? The new, was it Shugs?
Okay, if you, I think if
I'm just
you want
asking these questions.
I'm following you around. Remember,
Well, don't forget, I'm stopping somewhere where there's pretzels. That's always that's a
yeah, I do know that, and I might
a big deal to me.
I might have a pretzel in your honor too, or at least a part of a pretzel just in your honor.
Nice. Well, you have to get someone else's part of their pretzel because
All right.
Steve, don't share.
Oh, you're not gonna? I can't have part of yours, Danny?
no,
just a little bite.
Pretzel.
not at all. No, yeah, have
Why
Sarah
not
get
get?
one.
Why not get two, and then you can have half?
No. I'll get 2 and eat 2.
Oh wow!
I'm fine with sharing 1.5.
All right, cool. There you go. Steve will come through for
I
me.
don't get a full one.
By the way, I just want to let you guys know, you are the reason, you idiots, you adolescents are the reason why we can't have our team called the Kraken.
Why?
Our hockey team. Because you're saying it's 2 in the pink and stinking stuff. No, they're afraid if we call our team the Kraken, idiots will start calling the fans crackheads and the
Well, I've
crack
already
house.
said that. Yeah.
I know, but you guys are living proof what happens when T-Mobile Park takes over whatever the safe code. Now it's like 2 pink stink or whatever you guys
This
are
all
saying.
started with CenturyLink Field. They didn't think about the fact that people were going to start calling it C-Link, and then they would abbreviate it by calling it the Clink. And they're like, I don't know if we want our place called the Clink. That's not necessarily a positive thing. It all started with them. So the blood is on the Clink's hands.
Okay, so you're saying because we can't call the Clink, we're calling the pink the pink. It's the Clink and the pink.
What do you want from me, man? The damn thing is pink. And everyone's calling it the pink.
Yeah.
I think they even call it the pink.
You think really?
I don't know.
They better not be calling it the pink. Whoever
They're
said
about the magenta.
Yeah, I mean, so now can we start calling it the Clink because it rhymes? The Clink and the pink.
Clink and pink.
Yeah. People come to town. You gonna go see a ball game? Yeah, I want to go to the Clink and Pink. What the hell? It sounds like you're going to the Deja Vu near the ballpark.
Let's go get dinner at Elysian. Where's that? It's right between the pink and Clink.
Yeah.
I fully support all of this.
Okay.
You don't like the motto of "Don't stink in the pink"?
I love it.
I know you guys do. That's why we can't have nice things.
Can we get them made by tonight?
Boy, that would be
That'd be a great turnaround right there.
Keith, our buddy who makes T-shirts, can
Hey,
you whip
Keith,
up a
can you
couple
make it?
of
Don't stink in the pink.
in Mariner colors?
Oh man, that's just that's not going to be good. Is stink going to be brown?
Oh, so it'll be all regular colors. The don't and the in does, but the stink would be brown and the pink would be pink.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm sure the Mariners are going to support this idea too. Next time we have a KISW night, we'll say, "Hey, we got a shirt idea for you guys." I'm sure it'll go over
This
really
is right
well.
up there with Soto Mojo and Refuse to Lose. Don't stink in the pink.
Do you know something? We should go to Hair Club.
What are we going to do at Hair Club?
Well, we usually come out with a shirt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like you're.
Now all of a sudden it's not a good idea.
No, it's a good idea on like a grassroots kind of guerrilla style thing.
Oh, yeah,
But if we
well,
start, then all of a sudden the Mariners will be like, "What the hell, guys?"
Well, as long as we say don't stink in the pink, they can't do anything about that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? As long as we don't use any logos or anything. The new BJ makes sure don't stink in the pink.
Don't stink in the pink.
Yeah, I think that, and then we'll bring it to the morning show convention and go, here's a great idea for you, and then people will just boo us out of the place like they always do, because nobody ever believes any of our ideas are good.
Well, because they're correct.
Yeah. Don't stink in the pink, Steve.
I'm excited to see the pink.
I'm excited for the garlic fries.
I know some people are complaining. Like, I don't understand why it gets people so upset.
Well,
the
because
name of a stadium.
Still the same place. You're still seeing your Mariners.
Oh, yeah.
I see some people posting this as, I can't handle looking at this sign saying T-Mobile Park.
Why? I mean, no one had a problem with Safeco Field. It was a business, too.
I know.
Oh, I'm sure somebody did. It was just there was less social media at that time.
I also think that like once it becomes a name for a long time, you forget that it's a company.
Yep.
That's just the name. You think of it as a name, but at the same time, if that's what you're complaining about, is your life really that bad? Shut up.
Yeah, though, look, I was a purist. I mean, I love Seahawks Stadium, and I thought it was so great that was going to be the name of it. I was bummed when we lost that, but when you go from one corporate thing to another and get upset, it's like, dude, it's you know what? The cows are already out of the barn, all right? The chickens are out of the hen house. The stink's already out of the pink. I mean, what are you going to do?
Somebody says, hey, a doubleheader night. It's time for 2 in the pink, everybody.
That's right. The trouble is that there's a deja vu not far.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our showgirls, whatever the hell it's called.
They need to embrace this as well.
Yeah, well, they already do. If you go in there, they embrace it very well.
They always have those people handing out the cards to, hey, come over to Deja Vu after.
Why isn't there a gentleman's club not called Pinkies?
I'm sure there is.
The look on Steve's face, like, this is the best idea I've ever had. Pinkies.
I've never been happier to have this place.
I know, you really are. I mean, the 12-year-old you was having a field day.
By the way, Steve,
there's one.
Yeah, there's one in Jacksonville. There's one in Salt Lake City.
Pinkies Gentlemen's Club.
There's a Pinkies Cabaret.
Oh, it's permanently closed.
I wonder why.
They even had like cupcakes.
Oh, it's horrible when the Pinkies permanently closed.
Cupcakes.
Yeah, they
Somebody's
did.
birthday.
All right.
And she's pretty.
Upstairs says it's magenta. Just saying.
Shut up.
Are you
Just say
guys
somewhere
kidding
else.
me? Is really the texter just do that?
Yes.
They are no longer allowed to listen to this show.
Oh, no. Continue to listen.
I mean, honestly, first of
I got
all,
bills to pay, BJ.
here's the deal. Okay, there's no way a man should know the word magenta. We know just basic colors. Okay, magenta is a fashion chick name.
Magenta is the name of Blue's Clues' girlfriend.
Yeah. I don't know why I got so upset about that. I was just really excited because I remembered that.
I can't. I listen. Vicky's an idiot that I have to put up with. Danny, I don't got to put up with.
Boom. Someone came up with a great idea for KSW night. If we do one this year,
Yeah.
rock the pink.
Yes.
And the shirt should be pink or magenta.
No, it's not. The word magenta is stricken from the records.
Magenta.
Okay. Let me tell you about this 14-year-old. It's going to make us all feel really, really badly about ourselves. Okay? Because this 14-year-old has made over $200,000 playing a video game. You hear that, Joey? You didn't make nothing playing video games. You're going to hear from this kid at 7:17. $200,000 playing a video game. Talk about him on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
0.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, got a 14-year-old kid that's going to make you feel really good about your life. Yeah. He's from Long Island, and this 14-year-old's making big money playing the game Fortnite. He does online school. And after finishing online school, Griffin, who goes by the name Septic, plays 8 hours a day on weekdays and more than doubles that on weekends. And here's Griffin talking about this schedule.
How many hours of Fortnite do you play a day typically?
Too much. I play a lot, like 8 hours. And on weekends, I play like up to like 18.
You admit that's too much.
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely a lot.
Do you think you should cut back?
I mean,
No.
it's kind of like my job.
Yeah. Hey, lady, I'm making $200,000 playing a video game. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, and the kid talked about it. He's exactly right. It's just like a job. $200,000 he's made from YouTube subscribers and sponsors. And, of course, the kid, it doesn't sound like for me, he sounds pretty alert, pretty amazing. Sometimes all I think of is really those online troll game guys. They're just jerks that play games for hours and hours. But this kid actually sounds like a bright kid.
That's not how I would sound at 14 if I was pulling in $200,000 playing video games.
Yeah, you'd be kind of an a-hole.
100% yes.
Yeah, he sounds pretty good, and he does have plans for this money.
I'm just going to save it. If I go down the road or if this goes down or whatever, I could use it on college, a house, anything.
What a smart kid.
Sheesh.
And it's hard
He's doing it all right.
It's hard to argue with the vet. Yeah, and he's spending, and he's really training 8 hours a day. I mean, in order to be good enough at a game like Fortnite, and anybody knows the world of esports, which, comes to Seattle once in a while with their big championships, and the money on the line for those, it's just insane. You've got to train. And not only you've got to train, but you've also got to stay in really good physical shape, too.
And he's investing in his product. I'm looking at his video. First of all, he's got 1.1 million people subscribing to his YouTube page. That's not even talking about Twitch, because I heard that a lot of the money he's making is off of Twitch. And he has a video about his $15,000 Fortnite setup. So like all the stuff that he has in there for him to play it.
Oh, so he's got to have it jacked up in the right way in order to have the success that he's had.
Or just has like really good equipment, microphones and things along those lines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that Joey Dees would tell me, every Christmas or whatever, he would say, look, I need to get a new keyboard. I want to get a particular kind of mouse.
He's got a glowing keyboard.
Yeah, in order to be able to, use the game the way he wants to use it. And Griffin says the money, again, he makes $200,000 playing Fortnite, and it all started rolling in last June.
Probably around June, we got his first $100 from Twitch, and we were like blown away at the time. We were like, "Oh my God, he's actually made some money!" And then 2 months went by, and we're like, "All right, we're gonna need to get an accountant, get a financial advisor."
That's a happy dad right there.
Yeah,
because every father.
Go play more video games, kid. But I want to go outside and mow the lawn. Shut up.
I'm sure at some point he and his wife were looking at him just like we used to look at Joe and go, God, he's on that computer a lot. He needs to go outside. This isn't healthy. And then all of a sudden, this time the money starts rolling in. The only difference is with Joe, he spent that much time on the computer pretty much.
And nothing came
in. Nothing rolled in.
He was before his time, man.
Yeah, nothing.
And he's a genius. His YouTube videos, I don't know if all of them are this way, but at least this one, he disabled the comments. So he's avoiding the trolls.
Good call.
You have to, man.
Yeah, good call. Because he's a very likable kid. He's not what you'd expect. If you told me there's a kid that plays 8 hours a day, and he plays 18 hours on the weekend, I would not expect to see a kid like Griffin.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
He's 14, Griffin, makes $200,000 playing Fortnite. Based on this, because this is a crazy way to make cash. Nobody would ever think playing video games could make you that kind of money at that age, and that's exactly what's happening for him. How about you? What is the craziest way that you or someone you know has made money? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What is the craziest way that you or someone you know has made money? Your calls, your texts after Aerosmith on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So there's a 14-year-old. He's out there. He's making $200,000 playing Fortnite. Man, he's making big money playing Fortnite. And based on this, we want to know, man, what is the craziest way that you or someone you know has made money? This kid's doing it playing a video game. How about you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Texts are coming in. This is a pretty good one. Someone says, I bought a Beanie Baby back in 1998, gave the lady $30 for it, turned it around the next day, $900.
Whoa.
In 98, that was at the height of the Beanie Baby. I never understood that. I knew a buddy, and he was buying them like crazy, and he was, at the time, 40. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, you don't even understand. I'm like, no, I don't. And he was telling me how much money he was making off of these Beanie Babies. I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah, I remember the Beanie Baby craze, and it is insane. It's just like you don't know what's going to click with people, and then they just fell off. Like, then all of a sudden, nobody cares.
I don't even understand, though, why did it even start being...
I agree. I don't get it. It's like, if something is a collectible, shouldn't it stay a collectible?
The 90s was a weird time, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to get their kids' college funds by doing Beanie Babies, comics.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Like anything that might be a fad, people were trying to send their kids to college with money for.
But back then, I mean, nowadays you get the internet, so things kind of spread quickly. But I still don't understand how that became a phenomenon.
I'm with you, dude. I wish I could explain it, and I can't. And I've never heard of something that's super, super valuable. And now, I mean, I don't know. I don't think if anybody would pay anything for them.
Baseball cards. I mean, that took forever. Those were popular for decades.
Yeah.
From what I remember, the Beanie Babies, they released a bunch of, like, they found like a warehouse of like ones that were supposed to be limited edition, and then they weren't limited edition.
Oh.
Like, they made a bunch
they
more.
crashed the market.
Yeah, they crashed their own market, and people stopped buying them.
They had special ones like the Princess Diana bear and some of the very rare ones.
Rev, you know a lot about this.
he does.
I gamed at a game store that one of the ways they kept afloat was by selling, well, they sold a bunch of things, but Beanie Babies was one of their big ones too.
Well, we talk about Magic the Gathering because our buddies at Zulu's just got their store broken into because the secondary market, meaning that you can buy them in booster packs, but then there are rare cards that are in those booster packs, and then people turn around and resell those in stores for a lot more money than the original pack went for. That is about 25 years old, a little bit more, and those cards are still fetching a lot of dough.
A lot.
So that's still a market that it's still holding up its value. I don't know about baseball cards, Steve. It's been such a long time. I don't know if they're still valuable as they used to be. I
don't think they are. I mean, maybe some of those old school rookie cards, but it's not like how it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, and that
damn internet screwed it up for
that
all
market's
of us.
flooded too. If you go to Target, like it seems like everybody and his brother is selling baseball cards, and there's always different versions and different packages and Target exclusives. And I'm like, it used to be just one. It was Topps. I mean, and I think Fleer. Yeah,
and
Topps and Fleer.
Upper Deck.
Upper Deck were the top tier ones. They're the only expensive ones. I remember that.
Don Russ
they were fancy as that.
Did Upper Deck turn into Don Russ or vice versa? Because I remember Don Russ was like the third one.
No idea.
No, I think Don Russ was before Upper Deck.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But at first I couldn't remember what you were talking about, but then it triggered something in my head. I remember that. I remember that brand as well.
But it used to just be Topps. That was it.
That was the gold standard.
Now Topps has got like multiple versions of the same. Like how many? Really? How many Ichiro cards can I get?
I knew someone was making money off of Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels.
Oh,
really? He had a hookup at Toys R Us. I would call him when the new shipment would come in, and he would wait for them to open, and then just like pilfer through all of it, and then get the ones that he wanted.
They still look cool.
Yeah, to play with when I was a kid.
Oh, I have a Batman Matchbox that I got with a collectible DVD set, a Blu-ray set. Oh, it looks so. I feel like a little kid. I love it. It's just like, he's a little Batmobile, like the old school '60s Batmobile. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go to Nate in Linwood. I'm not making any money off it though. That's the topic. Nate, how about you? What crazy way are you making money?
Well, BJ, actually, it's not me. I actually know a couple of streamers that do make some money off of doing it.
Oh yeah, what do they stream?
Mostly they're streaming like the big online games, World of Warcraft and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
PUBG.
It is amazing because a lot of people want to do that. If you go on Twitch, you can see everybody and his brother wants to have a stream, but there are some people that just, I don't know what it is about them. Their stream is the one. And how much are your friends making?
They're not making very much. I mean, they're making maybe $1,000, like every couple of months.
Damn.
So I mean, they're not big names, but that's enough to basically pay for their bills.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times I feel like you got to be the first to do something, and if you are in that world, that's when you get all those followers.
Now, do you know anybody at all? And because I don't know the Twitch numbers at all, is there anybody you know on Twitch that's actually making big money that you actually could give me a figure?
Yeah, actually, I was going to tell you, you guys were amazed that this 14-year-old was making, that much money on Twitch.
Yeah.
There's a guy, his screen name is Soda Poppin'. He's been doing streaming since he was a teenager. Or back in like 2010, I believe, is when he started.
Okay, so that's not long ago, really.
Not long ago. His YouTube account, he does both YouTube and Twitch. His YouTube account alone makes him over $280,000 a year.
Damn! And he's been doing this for 9 years, basically.
Yeah, and he has a net worth right now of $6 million, and that's from Twitch alone.
Do you want to know how old he is?
No, I don't.
How old is he?
25.
Okay, I hate this kid.
I respect that.
You know what,
That's
Nate?
awesome.
Nate, we need to go find him and just, say we're done.
No.
We're done. Nobody should be able to make this kind of money in his
for
20s.
him.
That's awesome. I appreciate the call, Nate. It is amazing. People don't realize the money you can make, the things you can do, and the stuff you can go on to. And Joey Dees is here. Joey, our buddy Kyle, who played Magic the Gathering, took his big brain of playing Magic the Gathering, and now he consults baseball pitchers and has a company where professional Major League Baseball pitchers here, and they come to Seattle, and he trains them up.
On Twitch?
Or just trains them himself?
He's got his own company. He shows them how to throw baseballs.
Oh, that Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle Bodie, yeah.
Oh, yeah, his pitching, driveline baseball, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, and we remember him just like, what are you going to learn from playing Magic? And what it was is that, that's the kind of game where you're always thinking and you're always looking at stats and you're always thinking about stuff. And then he carried that over to baseball and thought, you know what? And I'll tell you, it's funny because this guy, Trevor Bauer, who goes there, he brought up Chris Sale especially and said, you know what? Chris Sale should come here because this guy doesn't understand. He gets his ass kicked every once in a while because he doesn't know how to pitch right. And geez, I'm watching that game yesterday and she said, Trevor, you should get him into because, man, they got his ass kicked yesterday. Another dude just making big money. We should never think. And he's invaded the sport. They didn't know who he was.
Yeah, his organization is crazy. He pretty much went in and debunked a bunch of old school pitching research that says you can't throw weighted balls and all this stuff and said, you know what, I think it's wrong.
Told you, Vicky.
Oh.
And he went in, he's trained all these pitchers up, and now everyone's coming out. He's on ESPN all the time now, and they're like, hey, it turns out you can throw these things, and you can do all this different kind of tracking research on your arm and all this scientific stuff to figure out, well, hey, I need to move my body left or right or my hips or whatever. And now
he started from scratch. He was a kid from here, and he started from scratch. And Major League Baseball said you're out of your mind. And then eventually he convinced a couple of folks. And next thing you know, hey, he's not out of his mind, and he's making cash.
How about this text? Says I work with an active duty Marine staff sergeant who works as a dancer at a gay nightclub in Palm Springs on the weekends.
Nice,
paid.
Okay,
that would be. Imagine you make. I wonder how much money you make. Would you do it? Like if they said, "Hey, BJ, there's a market for guys like you."
What, at a gay nightclub?
Yeah, dance.
Oh, I dance in a heartbeat. I don't care who wants to look at me.
How much clothes are you taking off?
I'm taking them all off. If they want to see it all and I'm getting paid.
Nice.
Dude, I said the wrong gender are the ones that people want to basically, buy their bodies. Men would sell their bodies in a heartbeat. I wish it was the other way around.
Why don't we start our own club and we call it Bumpin' Uglies? And it's all of us.
Yes.
And we dance in. All right, Danny's in.
Why are you rooting for that, Danny?
What?
Can I be the DJ?
Yeah, you're the DJ.
Yes.
We flipped the script.
Okay.
Sarah, you work the door.
Hell yeah, I'll be like a bouncer.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kick if anyone tries to get handsy with you fellas. I'll kick him out.
Sarah,
unless you want that.
I don't want you.
Well, we'll have that. We'll give you the nod.
Yeah.
Sarah, your father's going to get naked. You can't be at the club.
That's why she'll be outside.
Yeah, she can be outside. Yeah, at the door.
Okay.
Because I don't really want to see any of you guys naked, really.
I agree. I don't want to see us naked either.
We'll have one certain shift, and then you work the other shift.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll work this out perfectly.
Hey, Steve, is there going to be a champagne room?
Oh, of course there is, Rev.
Will there be shower shows?
But it'll be cheap champagne.
Oh, nice.
We'll call it the Andre the room.
Yeah.
Andre the giant room.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing's giant in this room, though.
Oh, dear.
I was thinking like champagne of beers or even like a PBR room instead.
Champagne of beers. I like that.
Yeah.
By the way, speak for yourself. My gut is giant.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Belly dancing BJ coming up to the main stage.
He has like the little skirt with like the little beads on it.
Yeah. Now it's time for some gelatinous fun.
What song are you coming out to?
Oh. Come on, feel the noise, baby.
Oh, no.
That's
amazing.
Especially if you have the little belly dancing skirt that jingles.
Girls, rock your boys.
That's awesome.
Go. Wow. Woo! Swing it, bitches.
You got to sing too while you do it.
Oh, yeah. You guys are the only one that's done it of this show. I have experience stripping. I'm the only one.
Are we sure about that?
Are we sure?
Have you seen pictures?
Sarah?
Are you sure?
Sarah, you haven't stripped. If you stripped,
She went topless in New Orleans.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, but I mean, I did it in front of the people paid to see me get naked.
Did they? Did they throw dollar bills on you?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't.
Did you have a G-string?
I didn't know. I actually had just regular underwear. I know. I really didn't have it the way I needed to.
We have some investors texting in for Bumpin' Uglies.
Oh, Bumpin' Uglies. Okay,
yeah, we'll contact you after the show.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's it's another one of Steve's amazing ideas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Vicky, there's a chick actually that took your level to a higher level.
What'd she do?
Well, you sold your underwear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this woman, there's a college student who makes $1,700 a month, and she's selling her underwear online. Yeah.
Dude.
I sold mine for $400.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince Johnny Rubbers and I to do this.
Sell his underwear?
To sell mine.
Oh.
Well, and his too.
So would he do the mailing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would do the mailing for sure.
Yeah. Here she is talking about it.
I started selling my underwear on Craigslist when I was a cam girl. At that time, customers would bid on the underwear I would wear during the show, and I would mail it to them. And once I stopped camming, I realized that was still a thing that I could do. So I went on Craigslist, and I realized that there were other girls out there that were putting ads out to sell their underwear and socks. After one of my regular underwear clients opened up to me about his armpit fetish, I made an extra $500 by allowing him to smell my armpit. Just let him smell it.
Smell it.
For like 15 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. You could do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a little much.
I love how the one that's too much for Steve is the armpit.
Yes. 15 minutes. 1 minute, sure.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Just
how much do I got to pay you? How much is someone got to pay you to smell your armpit from 15 minutes?
15 minutes. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go $5,000.
What?
Whoa.
I would do it for $50.
Wow.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
15 minutes, I mean, $500 is good. That's $33 a minute.
So good.
You don't have to do much. You
have to just sit there while this person's face is in your armpit. I'm sorry. That's weird.
that's going to be tough. I need big money for that,
You
too.
got the TV going, you play on your phone, just your arm up.
But there's a person's face in your armpit.
It's not a big deal at all to me.
I mean, like when you're cuddling with your girl, like her head's usually cradled under your arm.
He's
so
not,
it's
but he's not your girl. That's the
You have
problem.
to look at him.
Yeah.
Job.
It's a job, man.
I don't need Tony's face in my armpit. Smelling it for a half
I wonder
hour.
if he likes it smelling good or if he likes like kind of the stank.
Yeah, like after
probably a
workout.
little sweat. Yeah.
I'm feeling like post-gym stink.
Wow.
That makes sense, though. I mean, we are attracted to pheromones, so I mean, maybe it's not so much of a crazy fetish, but I still don't want to do it.
Do you chat with the person or you just kind of sit there awkwardly and let them do their thing?
I don't want to talk to anybody who wants to smell my armpit.
I don't
Just
think they
do it
want to
and get
talk.
out.
I think they just want to.
They don't want you. How's your day going?
No.
Like, what do you got planned for this weekend?
They just want to absorb.
How about me, Steve?
How about the Mariners?
Yeah. Go Mariners. Oh. Yeah.
A lot of people are into saying, hey, please make this Bump and Uglies thing a thing. I would be there. Another person, if this is a charity fundraising thing, I would pay so much to see this. Do you guys need a big black guy with a trucker hat? I could come out to Cult of Personality.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
sure.
I think we do. We need
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to get everybody involved. Are you kidding me? Just the trucker hat.
A great
guy.
choice on a song.
Yeah, trucker hat guy. We definitely need trucker hat guy. All right, we might have to. You know what? Here's the problem. If somebody actually does this for charity and wants to do it, we're in trouble. You know. Because that's what I did. That's how I had to strip in Rochester all those years ago because it was a charity thing.
Yeah.
How can I say no to that?
Well, what charity are we raising money for? Like, what charity is going to want our money?
Well, there's somebody with charity. I bet Mary's Place would probably do it.
Oh, now here we go.
And the Rock Girls would probably be all stoked to make that because they're partnered with Mary's
They
Place.
can dress us.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
The Rock
do the
Girls.
makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to wear makeup?
Well, duh, you're on stage. You need the glitter to shine with the lights.
No, don't get Vicky.
I see no problem with
I'm going to be like that hairy arm stripper in a strip club. I'm going to be all natural.
Yeah, come on, Vicky. Go
I never said shave. It's just a little glitter. Calm down.
No glitter.
Wait, why do we want glitter? Men are not glitter.
Now, if you give me that the cotton candy smelling perfume, I'm totally in.
Oh my God, yes.
All right, well, yeah, we get that. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right.
Since I look exactly like 1988 Dave Mustaine, you guys need some Megadeth? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
See, yes, we do. All right, so we've heard a lot of stories about Ozzy being crazy and how Sharon's basically, had to put up with a lot. Well, there's a popular celebrity that just shared that Sharon Osbourne tried to get him to have a threesome with her and Ozzy. You're going to hear from this guy telling the story at 747 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.